Get ready for the next battle.
Starfleet Academy, Episode 8, the one that doesn't make sense with the lore it sets for itself, let alone compared to the rest of the series.
None of us know what this scene's about. None of us care.
This is legitimately the worst episode of television I have ever seen. Not Starfleet Academy, television. Oh, thank God she's died. That cheers me right up. This is the episode where Tig Notaro speaks for all of us.
What are we having?
Something with a proof.
Gotta be necessary to get me through this episode, I'm telling you. And in this episode, it's Caleb that gives us the gayest moment of the show.
Stop. Wait.
What?
Wait, you're drunk.
Which is pretty impressive when a Klingon in a skirt does this.
Yes, so powerful.
Bless you. Are you sick?
And she's drunk and throwing herself at you. That's even more reason to say yes.
Stop, Turner.
And as this episode is all about theatre, abandon all hope, ye who enter here. We begin with the Doctor talking about his bowel movements.
Doctor's personal log, stardate 86937.
Seems to be making friends with it. Now this is him acting. It's not until later in the episode I realised that they're trying to be really deep, complex, and pretentious. They're just so bad at writing, I thought they were taking the piss.
How many dawns have I seen alone?
He's a hologram with an infinite memory. He should be able to count.
While most of the crew is on the verge of waking.
People go to bed and wake up thinking they could see the new world, but I see them never go to sleep, and I want to tell them something.
I was here the whole time, and nothing has changed.
This is about as deep as it gets, and I kind of feel sorry for him because he's walking off as if this is to my monologue, this is my moment. Like, you deserve better. Your Twitter account doesn't. This is what your Twitter account deserves.
Folks, you need to wake up and smell the fascism.
But he even walks too well for this show.
But time is their beast. Time is my beast. It bites us differently.
Nobody knows what that means because it doesn't mean anything. It might as well have gone, I've shoved a clock up my arse. Being nonsensical doesn't sound smart. Just because you can't understand what you write doesn't mean that other people won't come along, understand what you've said, and realise it's nonsense. Like, one of the main problems with this episode is this character, along with all the rest. None of these characters make sense. Their personalities don't match before, and for some reason, I don't know why we got to look at her shoes, she's back in a Starfleet Academy uniform. She's not in the War College anymore. They do explain that, which also contradicts what you're about to hear next. Seriously, it happens in about 60 seconds.
After having made a full recovery from her coma.
A full recovery, absolutely nothing's changed about her. Now everyone else is staring at her, they're backing away, they're scared of her. Don't know why.
The Betazoids have given her...
Like, why is this guy angry at her? Think about it from their perspective. She's a Betazoid that can empathically put herself onto another ship scream at people and save everybody's lives. Great. So why are they angry at her? Now you got a couple of catty wenches behind her, but, you know, it's not a unique experience. They're not even old enough to vote in this show. It's not like they can do any harm. So everyone's pointing at her, getting out of her way.
To transfer her to...
Oh, look at her. She's the one that saved the lives of Starfleet Academy students. It's not as if she had to, like, eat a person to gain magical powers or something. Oh, did you know? She can with the best of them. But the worst is where they say this.
a new, evolved neuroinhibitor
Great, it's like a next generation one.
that will allow her to control her abilities without risk of self-harm.
That could be really handy saving future ships and people. Now a neural inhibitor can protect her. She can use her powers whenever she wants. It even allows her to specifically use her powers. Great. It'd be a real shame if they contradicted that 30 seconds later. Because his speech ends, her body's healed. But
Her mind and spirit will likely take more time.
why is that damaged? The only thing she did is save people. She saved all of her friends from dying. Why is she mentally scarred? She was on a nice, comfortable ship, mentally transported herself over and read. That was it. What's she scarred from? I think I should be more scarred from watching this show.
The doctor and I wanted to be here at your arrival.
Well, at least you've achieved that.
Yes, Chancellor, I assume that's why you're...
That's why we're here, of course.
What's the absolute top? We really wanted to be here. Yes, I assume that's why you're here. Yes, we are here because we wanted to be here. What is this conversation? So people start walking past her, they're pointing at her, laughing at her. Why? She's a legitimate hero. She saved an entire group of cadets. She'll be celebrated. We're like, yeah, nice work there, mate. I think this is just because of who it's written by. Because they don't care about somebody doing good, only to be seen to be good. They're just to write the world as if everybody else is as evil as they are. Well, I could never imagine congratulating somebody who saved lives. Has she let in any murderers to the country recently? No, she hasn't. So they made this decision, without even talking to her from what I can tell, of transferring her from the War College to Academy. Try and explain why? Doctor says you saved lives due to your empathic abilities, but...
However, your network of mirror neurons will not support another such incident
Okay, so why did you say this earlier?
that will allow her to control her abilities without risk of self-harm.
Well, which one is it then? If you use it again, you'll die. But now you can control it without hurting yourself. This is the first 2 minutes, and we've already contradicted ourselves. Good luck, everybody. Now, this risk of harm is why she's in Starfleet Academy for some reason.
Committed to a specialty in science. The research is paramount to your safety.
Yeah, becoming a scientist, that'll save your life, not like the War College. I don't know why. She can still shoot people. I don't know whether they're going for, if you're in a war situation, you'll be faced with more situations where you want to use your powers, which chances will hurt you. But we all saw Next Generation. It turns out Science Vessel actually includes a lot of combat.
It wouldn't have been possible at the War College.
I understand that.
I don't understand the decision. Did they just want to put you in more figure-hugging clothes? Is that all it was?
We offer counseling and support.
Why would she need counseling and support? She saved people's lives. Or is the support because she killed horrific people that were trying to literally eat her friends? If you need counseling after this, I don't know why you're in Starfleet.
Let us know what you need.
Better acting roles?
What? Huh?
I don't get this either. Every week, the episodes are written by different writers. None of these writers coordinate, work out character arcs, understand what happens from one episode to the next. So characters ping-pong personalities every week, and you don't know who's going to be who this time. Now, he seems to have reset back to episode 1. Last week was all sacrificial. I need to marry this woman for the good of my people. It's my duty, it's my honor, it's something I must do. And suddenly it's like, oh, look at you.
Ready for the next battle.
I'm gonna develop Tourette's.
You can do something? Huh? Yeah, thought so.
Yeah, I thought so, Tourette.
It's feeling pretty combustible in here.
Nobody knows why. They're going to lie to you and say this is all because 2 weeks ago they've had a fight on a ship. And we're going to forget that last week, everyone was fine. They're all on holiday. They were happy-go-lucky. Who is the writer for this? They are awful. Gaia Volo, who is the creator. Oh. So Gaia Volo wrote episode 1 and then episode 8. That's why all the characters have reset to their original arc. That's the last time she saw them.
The asshole always pops up early.
Do it then.
Can't abstract virtualize somebody else's perspective, and so she immediately resets to what she knows. And Jane Maggs, who came in since episode 2. No wonder everyone's reset to the start of their arcs. They've both got the same problem. Also, both being women explains why the entire episode about feelings and not anything interesting. So we get this farcical scene. They're in an asteroid belt, it's not a big deal, and yet, oh, my heart hurts.
I'm picking up an unusual spike in. We're in an asteroid field.
Yeah, rather than responding to what he's saying, he's like, do you know we're in an asteroid field? I know we're in an asteroid. But an asteroid field there!
The cadets are struggling to get along.
I mean, that seems understandable. They're all useless freaks that I wouldn't piss on if they're on fire. I sympathize with them.
The lasting effects of the Miyazaki are still with us.
It's got nothing to do with the Miyazaki. It was 2 weeks ago. Nothing happened on it except one guy that died that none of them care about and isn't mentioned in the entire episode. The only thing that should have affected them from that week is never mentioned because he's not their friend. That was the War College, which is the one part of the school they don't want to talk about because it's better than them.
We need to power up our shields.
You need to learn how to write.
Is giving the orders.
Yeah, who is giving the orders? Because you know, this is Starfleet, it's masculine, it's patriarchal, it has hierarchy. It doesn't believe in equality because it has an IQ over 85. Which one of you has the highest rank? Bitch.
Be working together.
You're supposed to be working together. Yes, who's in charge? That's how you work together. A man tells you what to do.
Contact incoming.
A contact incoming. You're in an asteroid field. Did you know there's an asteroid?
We're all gonna die. Coming.
I bet he's really used. Somebody shoot him. You will. Bang. Now we put him out of his misery.
Coming.
What do you want me to do?
Nobody asked Darren. Let me read my sensor readings, but I hope no one takes advantage of me.
Thrusters.
Which one is it?
You want some thrusting?
Thrusters.
Which one is it?
What? Aft thrusters. Which one is it? I don't know the button. Unfortunately, this is all a simulation. Otherwise, they'd actually be dead and we could celebrate. So because no one wants to use thrusters, put shields up, shoot them, come up with any kind of plan, they all die.
Congratulations.
Congratulations would have been necessary if it was real. We're supposed to blame this on the Miyazaki. I don't know why. It literally months ago. We're supposed to think that your emotions make you bad at things for some reason.
That was a spectacular failure of teamwork.
And leadership, but then again, you were in the captain's chair.
Trauma counseling doesn't seem to be enough.
So you're gonna fire them from Starfleet then? They go through one average week in Starfleet and then for months later can't do anything because they've got trauma. What even is their trauma? They found out aliens existed? I mean, look, I live in England, I sympathize. You could have at least started preaching the benefits of xenophobia.
We need some serious reinforcement.
Of their brains.
We ought.
I do think we do ought.
Well, that was like Shakespeare. I need to hear that again.
Do you think we ought?
I do think we do ought.
I think you do ought to ought. I'm already oughting. Like we ought to ought, we ought to ought.
Buckle up. She's gonna be here any minute.
So she will need a seat extender belt. So all of them get diverted from their normal lessons to this one. Now, for some reason, this is a genuine plot line. He's got a cold. That actually comes up as part of the story. This is the future. They can cure everything. And yet they treat him like it's the year 2020. We find out, apart from lens flare and the crew's inability to actually light a scene correctly, why everyone is friends with Sam.
I dropped your toothbrush in the toilet.
Why are you going near my toothbrush? Why are you going near any of my stuff? Why are you even touching things? You're a hologram.
Well, because Twin was gonna room with us.
Okay, but there should be plenty of room on the other side where no one is. You're a hologram. You don't actually have stuff. It's not as if you needed to make room. Unless you're telling me that she walked into a room and exploded across the entire place. You could just vanish out of the room and it'd be fine. But he's like, wait, she's coming here. I can get my end away again. This is amazing. Which, as we know, is the only thing that people in the show care about. Friction. This would make a lot more sense if everyone in the show wasn't an easy slag.
Dream is coming here.
I'm asking him. Think of it from his perspective. Wait, I'm gonna bang your sister again? This is like becoming a dad and walking around with a t-shirt on that says, I f*** your mom. Just because it's true doesn't mean you have to tell him to his face. It's like, look, there she is. Do you recognize her? She's the one with the glowing neck. So he grins like, yeah, I've seen that. Oh, she ignores him. He mustn't have been very good. Oh, she remembers my teddy bear. And goes to sit next to her brother. Presumably going, I banged him last week, you know. I did. You're gonna bang him again, aren't you? I'm gonna bang him again. It's like, you're gonna bang me again. This is the entire plot line. But at that point, somebody turns up. You may recognize her if you're unlucky enough to watch Starfleet Discovery. Now, in mobile gaming, there are various different categories of gamer. You have the casuals, then you have the intermediates, and then you have the whales. These are people that give a lot of money to the video game. In this, though, We're talking about Tilly. This was actually pre-Ozempic. You can tell the difference between this and when she was on the red carpet.
So Star Trek champions infinite diversity and infinite combinations.
Unless you just decided to maintain continuity and change yourself into this for the role. So whereas Hugh Jackman has to lift weights and work out so he can become Wolverine, just to eat cake. Even from a personality perspective, she's insufferable.
Wakey, wakey, Arachnidino and Bakey.
Yes, because modern phrases will definitely survive till this age and only change the name of the coffee.
For the Chancellor, this class has been mandated.
Know what was mandated for me? Intravenous syrup. Like, what are you even going to teach us? I mean, look at you. What can you possibly know?
Theater.
Yeah. Why though? Well, obviously I know why. It's because the two writers really like theatre. They're theatre kids. Theatre's really good for people that can't abstract because it allows them to just become the thing themselves, which is the only way they can actually understand anything. But in this, you're supposed to think it's all some master plan from the woman that runs Starfleet. She knows this will fix them. This is secret therapy. There is also another element to it, though. Why would you do theatre? Well, 80% of people think that, but the other two become captains. Yeah. Turns out if you learn to lie a lot, you can become captain, which I fully believe in this age of Starfleet, but when it was masculine and patriarchal, it wasn't like this.
Theater is one of the most powerful tools for social and political change.
I'd say, yeah, that sounds very Hollywood of you. We make this show as propaganda. Now, there is something quite poetic itself in the propaganda becoming self-aware and then telling its marks what it's doing. But only because for that to actually work, you have to think that your viewers are so thick that you're going to be able to tell them what you're doing and they're going to believe you. And that's only true for people on the level of the writers. Problem is, most of Earth is actually more intelligent than Bond Scum, so it just seems like a bad idea to me. It's like, well, this is work on me. But yes, but you shouldn't be allowed out of the house without an escort, love.
Theater is statecraft. Statecraft is theater.
In other words, if you learn to lie, you can gain power. Says Hollywood. One of those things where it's like, yes, I've known this is true. I can work it out from your actions. I just didn't expect you to be telling me.
It's the kind of stuff you overachievers get all hot and bothered over.
No, that's the minge.
Chew on that till you get it, and it changes your life.
Just keep consuming what I've said until you agree with it. And it'll change your life once you see it from my fake reality position. You live in an entirely new world. Yeah, but I want to live in reality, love. Not your world, not least because I don't want heart disease.
Change my life, Lieutenant.
Please change her life, Lieutenant. There is actually a great moment for Sam later in the episode. Oh, thank God she's died. That cheers me right up. That happens a lot later in the episode. I only showed it you to give you hope.
Favorite.
Ugh. Actually makes a lot of sense. People do tend to bond around those of similar mental capacity. That's why she's friends with a lot of woodlice. So she gives them homework, find a play, come in, talk about it, and I'll decide the best one.
Still bristling with confusion and or resentment? I don't care.
That's not even Tilly's personality from Discovery. This is, they keep writing different people into bodies of other characters. It's so strange. No, it's Tignataro. We really like his sarcasm. I'm a miserable cow and I'll make everyone else the same.
Tomorrow? We theater.
That's not going to be any different to them. Most of the cast already bend each other over a table. She really is the most repulsive character to have ever existed in Star Trek. The fact that you know the writers really like her and see themselves in her is a significant part of the problem. A round of applause. Oh, I was surprised at the bow. It's not as if she can curtsy. There's enough trouble keeping a centre of balance as it is. All the wobbling. But the hologram is speed reading every single play that has ever been created throughout all of time. She can consume an infinite amount of knowledge and yet still have 54 IQ. She's really impressive. That takes commitment. It's like a deliberate choice. It's like, yes, I could be a genius, but I decided to stay like this. It makes it easier for me to understand the other humans in the room.
I love plays. They're art.
This is why you can find out that it is the theatre kids that made this series. A load of really camp, useless, low IQ tarts. No, I'm doing art, you see, because I have no actual talent. So, because I can't perceive anything greater than myself, I have to go on stage and do it manually.
They didn't exist until they came out of someone's brain.
It's one of the cleverest lines in the show. A human wrote that line. They were proud of it. They wrote it down, reviewed it, accepted it, sent it to their boss, and their boss went, yeah, that's a good line.
This pillow is the manifestation of somebody's creative impulse.
No, it isn't. It's just a pillow, love. It's not creative. It was a bit of foam that someone made so you can put your head on it. But because this is the limit of her capacity, everything amazes her. Have you seen that somebody else could do something that I can't possibly do? This is amazing. No, to everyone else, this is just normal. It comes naturally to them. They're not impressed by small things. They're not limited by you.
Sorry, I learned that I am alive.
No, you're a little, that's the problem. You're really small and minute and insignificant. But you still refuse to shut up. The entire arc of this character should have been, I realise that I don't matter, everybody hates me, and I should just piss off a lot of the time. That would be character development, that would be growth. I've realised I'm thick and stupid, and so I should shut up.
I'm awesome!
Instead we get that. And the new person who's for some reason scares the rest of the school despite saving their lives, has to laugh along with the insane lunatic in the room who doesn't even exist, just so she has some kind of friend.
Their midday energy before I even put my underwear on my butt.
Why do you have underwear? You don't even have a butt. Why did it eat something? You do realize you don't exist, right? You're a hologram. The only part of you, which is even remotely physical, is your outside layer. You don't have underlayers. You've got nothing to protect. You don't have a reason for underwear. You could just not render it. If somebody looked up your skirt, it could just be invisible. You could be hollow.
True story.
Why is it a true story, though? That's the biggest question.
Honestly, you're the first person here who's not looking at me like I'm a total freak.
She is a total freak. This is like going to Ted Bundy and going, the thing I like about you is that you don't mind my aggressive tendencies. But maybe somebody should.
Have you laughed before now? I mean, since you've been here?
No, which is a really unfortunate, because I think Starfleet Academy is meant to be a comedy. They seem to be making jokes. Just the only time I've found anything funny is when they die.
The damage is beyond repair. There is no saving them.
Thank God I needed some good news. So they keep trying to desperately lay the groundwork for a story for the rest of the episodes, which doesn't fit in with the rest. That they're all really impacted with what happened on the Miyazaki. It stayed with them all this time. Months later, they still haven't recovered. They've all got trauma for something that didn't happen and most of them didn't see. And during all this time, the error that we saw in her last week is still going bad, but only in her hands. It doesn't make any sense because her clothes are also made out of the same matrix as her hands. And yet it still stops at her sleeves for some reason. Would have been funny if they race swapped her, though. Just turned around, just like an English woman.
She's here. You know, I could feel it in my teeth.
What? Have you got one of her hairs stuck there or something? It's like, you know, when I was munching that carpet.
They started to hurt like after you eat cookie dough.
I was making a joke. I think she's being serious.
Okay to love.
They're definitely being serious.
We are the women time forgot.
I keep trying to forget you, and you keep turning up. All I want is a return to patriarchy, and yet, here you are.
Optimism is me paddling my frickin' canoe.
Optimism is me hitting you with a paddle in a canoe.
What are we having?
Hopefully arsenic.
Something with a proof.
You didn't have to ask her twice. She lived for 1,000 years, 900 of them pissed.
Miyazaki, how are they?
Right in the thick of it.
Why, though? It's been months and nothing happened to them. A guy died in a different college who they didn't even like. A trailer died who saved their lives, but they'd only met him 5 minutes beforehand. Why are they concerned? They had one bare-knuckle fight before a woman saved them. Is it just embarrassment? Is that what it is? Are they all distraught because a woman saved them and like, oh my God, we should have just killed them all. We should have defended ourselves.
How does that saying go?
You'll have to narrow it down.
It's not the load that breaks you, but how you carry it.
How's that saying go? How does that saying go? How'd you take a massive load? I take the tarot. I didn't know that was your area. She's like, oh, I know a lot of... I dated a Klingon. I know a lot about a big load. Did you know he's got 2 of them? And double the muscles in each? Comes out like a cannon.
I have no idea how to carry it.
But why, though? It's been months. Have you ever considered telling them to grow up?
They need serious trauma counseling without knowing it's trauma counseling.
Why have they got trauma in the first place? These are supposed to be adults. They got in one little fight and their mum got scared. She said, you're moving with your aunt and uncle in Star Trek Discovery. They didn't even go through a big deal. What they went through is just standard Star Trek that happens every week. How come the moment the women turn up, everyone turns into an incompetent freak that can't handle reality? It's like, well, if I was in charge, I'd be an emotional wreck. Yes, I know, that's why you shouldn't be in charge. We don't have to be limited by your failures, though. We can be better.
I was starting to think this whole endeavor is just too much too soon.
So was I. Because this goes on for 10 weeks. Every week there's another one. It's like the relentless drum of the orcs marching ever forward.
Nobody's ever ready, Captain.
Every time a Thursday rolls around, time for the scouring of the Shire.
Have you met Sam?
Yeah, why do you think she's got a phaser on her hip?
Favorite.
So joyful.
If she's so joyful, why do you look as if you're in pain? No, she's my favourite insufferable one. The one that makes me want to test quantum singularity drives with just her on the bridge.
Ode to Joy.
Let the bodies hit the floor. But the theatre is all part of her master plan to somehow give them trauma counselling. Although having to put up with Tilly you'd think would be traumatic enough. Caleb is trying to work out why she's not interested in him. I don't understand it either. They were really close, then she saved his life, and now they're not really close anymore. Nothing has happened in the middle. Okay, so he didn't message her for a bit. But she didn't message him either, so it's not as if she can get annoyed. He's trying to help, but it's like, oh, I just don't know what you need. Can you help me? I mean, why won't you even look at me?
Why can't you look at me?
What am I looking for exactly?
I don't know, love. That's why I'm asking you. Do you not know? Are you that mentally deficient you can't speak in words? Use your language, darling. What am I looking for? For you to know and to tell other people. I know you can't abstract, but not everyone is inside your own face. Other people exist in the world, you stupid cow. Insufferable. Point he should have gone to Genesis and just walked into the room with her on his hips.
At the climax.
Nobody wants to hear about Jaden's climax, especially if you've got two of them. They probably happen separately. But we find out why he loves this Klingon play in his skirt.
In the quadratesticles.
Ooh, yeah. Did you see his expression there? Ooh, there's 4 of them. Yeah. 4 of them. I'm actually okay with blacklisting every single person which had any creative input on this and didn't say, this is a really bad idea. Ask them what they think of it, and if they don't criticize it, fire them.
Throughout the land.
It's good to know that he knows behaviors from Earth. Barely anyone on Earth knows or cares about. Here's a tip for you, Starfleet Academy. No one respects theatre kids. It's like, oh, they're bullied. Well, at least they'll learn.
Yeah, so powerful.
Bless you.
Are you sick?
No, he's sick. You should go to the doctor. He'll just give you something in your neck. It'll clean that right up. I think that means someone blew my back doors out.
He means to say he's got a cold.
He's got a cold, okay. So sit down then. If it's only a cold, why should we care?
Might be contagious.
It's a cold. You want it to be contagious. That way you'll improve your immune system.
Please return to your quarters and quarantine until this runs its course.
I'm sorry. The doctor can cure it, love. It's like, no, I remember our doctor from the Discovery. You'd never go to anyone on Discovery. They were so incompetent, they'd probably just kill you. Now I am all for sending the Klingon away so we never have to see him ever again. Lock him in the room, no food, let nature take its course. But I don't think that's what they've got in mind.
Who's next?
She is in at least the right position for beheading, though. She knows her place. So her play is about All Town. I don't know. I imagine it means something to one of the writers. It's probably their favorite play. Nobody else cares because they don't have any taste. If they did, they wouldn't be making the show.
It's about not much.
She's really selling it to me.
Jaden's Hearts and Testicles comedy sounds way more interesting.
I don't think it's meant to be a comedy. I think it was meant to be a come on for you. He's like, please, can you multiply them and give me all 4? Just shove one in each hole, it'll be amazing. So she gives the most boring description of anything you've ever heard. Oh, it's just about tiny moments, the useless things that happen. It's about just people and their emotions.
How is this relevant to, I don't know, flying a starship?
Sorry. Flying a starship? No, this is about Starfleet Academy. You're not here to learn about a starship. This is about how we indoctrinate children into evil. So she thinks she's going to be really deep. Oh, it's about your essential nature. I can't say about it, but it's real. Tangible. It's what I love about organics. There's something about you that I can't understand. And rather than discovering any of this, she's just gonna say the words. It's like the writer knows something exists. She knows that her superiors exist in the world who talk about this stuff, but she can't. She's trying to imitate it, to fake it. I'm going to talk about this kind of miasmic field, which I kind of think exists, without the depth enough required to be in a TV show.
It has something to do with sort of hopeful defiance.
That last bit has nothing to do with the bit she said before, by the way. Like, the sentences don't even mix together.
Does that make sense?
No, actually, but I'm not going to question it, because otherwise I'll have to question everything else in this episode. She gives out parts, though, and Genesis is his mom. Be fine as long as there's not a washing machine nearby.
I'm your mom.
Alright, calm down on the role play. It's just started.
No shame, but a little bit of shame.
Okay. this clip.
Now she sees this, and this is the only interaction she's seen between the two of them. She takes it personally.
The life of the village against the life of the stars.
Despite the fact that he's already looking over at her as if, yeah, you're gonna get on the end of this, love.
Terima, what do you think that means?
None of them know. They haven't read the play. You've literally just mentioned it. And yet this is a lot of the episode. They'll give a line from a play that nobody knows or cares about, and then be like, what do you think it means? And they're supposed to be speaking about themselves and their own situation, rather than describing the play. She's like, well, they don't know anything about the stars yet, but Earth was on the verge of a war.
And if they knew a village had a life and a final day.
Thanks for that, love. That was deep. I don't know, I've got to be honest, I don't know why any of this exists. We're not going to be going into the play scenes too deeply, I think.
And a final day. Yes.
When the mentally deficient care in the community person is like, yes, genius, you know you've messed up. Oh, thank God she's died. That cheers me right up.
Doctor?
Yeah! I don't know why you're asking for a doctor. She's a computer program. What you need is an engineer. For some reason, though, they do get the doctor to start diagnosing the computer program. He finds out that she's been hiding for months the fact that the patch has not been working for her.
You're not a machine, Sam.
No, that's true. A machine has a purpose. A machine has a reason to exist. Yours is just eating. A useless eater. They say her processors have been overloading. They don't know how to fix it. It's like a cascading failure through her system.
Why are my processors overloading at all?
Well, judging by your IQ, it's because they're really underpowered. She's running on like an Intel Pentium from the 80s.
I don't know how to fix you, Sam.
You're not the only one. I think the only hope is to treat her like a horse. It's broke its leg, it's time to go behind the barn. So they say, well, our makers are on Cask. They'll know a lot about me. We can go to Cask and fix everything.
We can keep tabs on you, and there's no way of guaranteeing they'd let you return.
See, now this is true, but this is the problem with the two writers. Because they can't abstract, they can't imagine the objective reality of the world. So they can't understand that the Doctor doesn't know what they know. They know from previous episodes, episode 5, why she's here, that if she went back, they wouldn't let her return. He doesn't know. She never told anyone about that. As far as he knows, Cask sent her there to be an ambassador. He has no reason to think that they would not allow her to return when she was fixed. Unless he'd read the script, like the writers.
Provided you want to come back.
Or would she not want to come back? She's just hoping. Oh, please, can we take you to Cask? Because then you won't want to come back.
Do you?
That's unfortunate. I thought I could live in hope for at least a couple more seconds. They agree that we're all gonna go, we're gonna get a ship, we're gonna go to Cask. They know that Cask hate organics and don't want them anywhere near the planet, but she's like, I'm gonna go. No one can resist me.
Already the transport. Suit up.
What do you mean suit up? He's a hologram. I think this is How I Met Your Mother. So we go around and we're supposed to think that everyone really cares that this hologram might be injured. The most insufferable person in the entire series. Oh no. What if she goes to Cask and then they heal her?
I guess they couldn't waste any time.
Yeah. This is the one opportunity to make sure she's dead. But the hologram is left in gifts.
You got the play and I got a toothbrush.
I say gifts, the toothbrush came out of a replicator. It requires literally zero effort and is an apology for something that you shouldn't have done in the first place. It's perfect for this show. It's essentially a virtue signaling gift that requires no personal sacrifice. So they move on to Act 2, which is about a wedding. I don't know if they think everyone knows this play, that I've never heard of and don't care about because it's a play. I think you do have to be a 45-year-old theatre kid woman to actually remotely care about this episode of television, which isn't even the target demographic of the series.
Whatever this is.
We don't even know what's going on.
No one knows. I don't know why you're doing theatre in this. I don't know why we're supposed to care. I don't know why you're still bothered about something that happened 2 weeks ago, in my time. But she just tells them, Sam's pissed off, don't care about her anymore, we're gonna do a play. They talk about a wedding and it's supposed to be the difference between the Betazoids and Caleb's feelings or something.
I never felt so alone in my whole life.
She's a great actor.
I hate him. I wish I were dead. Well, okay, I don't want to get married.
This is legitimately not only the worst Star Trek episode of all time, it's the most pointless, pathetic, worst episode of television of all time. It is a load of people just talking about their feelings while talking about a play which has nothing to do with anything and no plot. So, we're gonna skim over the useless crap. We're gonna skim over the theatre scenes.
None of us know what this scene's about. None of us care.
That's me. Except if I was in that room, I would have wanted to have hit her with a brick.
Don't be the captain who tears down, be the captain who lifts up.
It's theatre. There is no captain here. A captain would be on a ship doing something. A captain wouldn't be caring about a play, so we can talk about feelings, because a captain wouldn't care about your feelings. He'd care about what you were doing, because a captain is better than you. A captain is smarter than you.
And what do you think it means, Cadet?
Doesn't mean anything. It feels something, though, I'm sure. So he starts talking about there's an expectation on them to get married, and he's like, oh, well, last week I was going to get married, but then I got manipulated by a plunge, and she led a coup against me to take over a world.
Before saying what they want, who they really want.
A zig ah.
Really want a zig.
Folks, you need to wake up and smell the fascism.
If you wanna be my lover.
Smell the fascism.
So they're like, you, what do you feel about this? You, what do you feel about this? Oh, do you think about this plot?
Why? She loved him seconds before this moment.
Why do you not want to jump his bones? This is really thinly veiled. I'm talking about a thing, but actually I'm talking about you. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get the really sledgehammered in message that we're trying to send you? This isn't actually about a theatre. This is actually about them. Oh my God.
Sorry, can't someone just not want to do this?
Me. It's me. For the love of God, can we get a man to write something for once?
What's this?
This, all of this.
I agree.
And it not be some epic mental health crisis.
Certainly mental, I'll give you that. The only crisis here, though, is that it's not dripping out of their skull.
Do you believe Emily's that simple?
I believe all of you are that simple. Like, this is the most basic, low IQ conversation I've ever heard in my entire life. Everything is about feelings. Nothing has any content. Nothing has any meaning. This is just the lowest grade of people writing themselves.
Cadet, you're sailing perilously close to the wind.
I'm sorry, am I supposed to care what you think? What are you gonna do? Fight me? Look, love, as long as you don't sit on me, I think I can take you. On the way to cast now, they start asking her about it, and none of it really makes any sense. Apparently, it's kind of out of time. It's got a really dense gravity field, which means that time moves faster on that planet than it does on Earth.
Every 3 days on Earth equals 5 years. One cast.
Right. The problem is that's way too much to make logical sense. That means for every year that passes, on Cask, it's 605. And because they can live forever, they would have massive technological advancements. They wouldn't be scared about Starfleet. They don't need to know whether they can trust humans. They can dominate the entire galaxy. They'd be more dangerous than the Borg. So he comes along and starts talking about Voyager. How I used to have a child once.
And they got out of contact with the entire universe. Thought it was safer.
Why are they scared of anything? They age 605 years for every one of everyone else's. Their technology would be incredible.
I made you.
These people must be mentally deficient if after an infinite amount of time, she's the only thing you can make. You're the best they had.
Here to serve.
How do you feel, mate? Like, bro, if that's not the best you can do. It's like, we're sure this time dilation doesn't go the other way around, and for every 3 days on Earth, they lose 5 IQ.
How would your world perceive an ancient hologram?
Well, you're not ancient to them, you see. You're only 800 years old. That's like 12 months. You would be almost a newborn to somebody that ages 605 years, every one of yours. Their minimum age, 484,000 years old. And he's like, well, I'm old because I'm 800 years. You're a young whippersnapper. She's like, you're my ideal mentor.
Even
Based. Airlock.
Nonsense.
This is nonsense. It's my life.
Which is nonsense. You're the script writing equivalent of trying to see how high you can piss up a wall. She's like, oh, she might die though, it's so upsetting.
I want to fall on my butt and
What?
die of humiliation.
Follow your butt. You want to die of humiliation? Follow Darum's. This is the one that's going to get destroyed.
I want to change my mind 6 times before ordering.
What are you even on about? What are you talking about, you absolutely mentally deficient moron? New slurs could be invented for this.
I want to be a rebel, like Caleb.
Caleb isn't a rebel. Caleb's done absolutely nothing the entire series. He's a Mary Sue, not a rebel.
I want to fall in love.
Go to Greg's. But she starts to get really emotional, and then because she's getting emotional, all of her pixels start to go. So she actually goes to sit down, they put her into sleep mode, and for once there's some peace and quiet.
Serious acclamation now. Sleep mode.
Hope someone shoot her in the face. Caleb gets a message from the Betazoid. Tiramisu goes, and she's been drinking. That makes him happy.
Aren't you gonna say anything? I'm not a mind reader.
You are a mind reader.
Don't want to say the wrong thing.
I am, though. A mind reader.
Oh my god. What is the point of this scene?
None of us know what this scene's about. None of us care.
Why has she changed her entire personality? Before she's like, I'm not going to talk to you, and now it's like, oh, I'm drunk now, I'm going to talk to you. Why has she gone from miserable cow to happy-go-lucky drunk person in the same episode? This is two different people. Is it just because the only thing the scriptwriters know is how to drink and be a slag?
I didn't become a little bit of a slag, I became a total slag.
So, oh, I'm gonna self-insert myself here so I can bang Caleb.
You supposed to drink with your new thing?
I'm sorry, what are you supposed to drink? It's a piece of technology, mate. It's not paracetamol.
Tears of Krasari.
Enough to bring me to tears, but I don't know about the rest of it. But she says 1 shot gives you a nice buzz, 2 gets you wasted, 3 puts you in hospital. For the rest of the scene, she continues to swig from this bottle without ending up in the med bay. She had a lot more than, well, the 3 shots that would kill her.
You in medbay, but happy ending.
She wants to give him a happy ending, and he doesn't for some reason.
Neural inhibitor, so I can hurt anybody.
But you haven't hurt anybody. The only people she hurt were the evil villains that needed to die. And so she killed them, and that's good. Why are we upset that we killed the villains? I would be happy if you wiped out of all of Starfleet at this point.
Man.
To my inhibitor.
To the alcohol that'll hopefully override it and you'd slaughter the entire universe. It was like, I missed you. Oh, I heard what you said. It took you a while to say it, though. And she's getting closer and closer, despite hating him 5 minutes ago.
I cannot tell you because I like to
Tridger76 says GG.